it's kind of like nice to, take your time on this. We're doing the same thing. We're gonna look for the same knuckle joint. Get right in there. Cut that out. Another chicken and thigh. Right off there, nice and easy. This wing, as you can tell, someone had started the pre-cut off. I'm gonna can cut this one off because it's right here. It's nice and easy. Chicken wing. And there we go. There's there's not a ton left on here. Is that what it's called? The keel bone? I call it the chest plate bone. I don't know the correct names for bones. I'm not a chicken person. But there's your chicken breast. See, we got most of the meat off. For a quick trim, for doing this pretty fast, that's the way to do it. So this, I'm going to save, because we're going to roast this in the oven. Not today. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to separate the thigh meat from the leg. So that's nice and easy. You just cut right around where the joint is. You can feel the joint too. Feel like right where that is, like right where that bend is. And we're going to get right in there. I guess for these burgers, you know what? We're gonna do chicken thighs and we'll do some chicken breast. I don't feel like, unless you guys want me to debone, you want me to like debone a leg? What are you guys thinking? Because this breast meat, I'm just gonna cube up and then throw it through the meat grinder. But if you want me to show you how to like take the meat off a leg, I could do that too. Fuck it, let's do it. It's a knife skill show. So, same thing.